I will show you how to install applications that aren't available in the Google Play Store on your Android box, phone, or tablet. This is often referred to as sideloading. In this example, I'm using the X96 Max Android box with Android 8.1, but again, keep in mind, this same process applies to phones and tablets running the Android operating system as well. The first thing you want to do is prepare your device to install these apps from unknown sources. And typically the easiest way to do that is move down to the Settings tab, click that, and you want to find your security or security and restrictions area. Enter that, and then go into unknown sources. Now, I am running Android 8.1. For those of you on an Android version prior to 8, you're going to notice there's just one button on there, and it's just unknown sources. All you have to do is flip that toggle, and that's going to turn on unknown sources for all of the applications on your device. But you're going to notice in Android 8 and higher, you can actually enable these for each specific application that has the ability to install Android apps. So I typically come into this section here when I first boot up a new Android device and I turn these on. And now in this example, I am using the generic file browser that came pre-installed on this device to install the application that I'm going to be demonstrating. But let's assume that you do forget to come in here. I want to show you how the new versions of Android actually prompt you to turn on these settings when you attempt to install an application that isn't recognized as a known source. So rather than turning this on right now, let's go right into the Google browser. But I wanted to show you this settings panel just in case you do have problems installing through the browser, so you can come in here and set these settings the way they should be. I'm going to go back to the home screen, and in this example, I am going to be using the Chrome browser. You can use any type of web browser, it doesn't matter. I suggest Chrome. More than likely, this is already installed on your Android device anyway. I'm going to go ahead and launch that. Now I'm opening the TroyPoint website because I do want to show you an example of how this would work according to the tutorials that we provide. In this demonstration, I will be installing the Streams for Us IPTV application. Now there's two ways we can use this browser to download the application that we want to install. If there's a clickable link, we can use that. And I do know that there is one on this page under the setup section. I have the option of clicking this, and more than likely when you do that, you're going to get these warnings. Go ahead and click the continue button. You need to allow Chrome to access your internal storage due to the fact that it's saving this installation file to your hard drive. Click allow, and then go ahead and click OK for this as well. And you can see it has finished downloading. Now if you're fast enough, you can click the open button there at the bottom. Typically this will disappear after a few seconds, and I'm going to show you how you can go into your file manager to get to this. Now there's also another way that we can download this application if the link isn't available for us to click on. So if we scroll down a little bit further, you're going to notice we've set up a shortcut on the TroyPoint server to download this file. And we usually insert this into the downloader application. So right there, troypoint.com/SFU. So another way that we can download that is go up to the address bar and type in that shortcut. And then once you do that, move over and hit the enter button on the keyboard. And now it's recognizing that this file has already been downloaded due to the fact that we downloaded it from the link at the top. I'm going to move down and click download again, and you will see there that it is now downloaded onto the internal storage. All right, now I'm going to show you how you can get to those installation files. We're going to go back to the home screen, and most Android devices come with some sort of a file browser or file explorer. Now, if your device does not have one of these, refer to the video notes and I will provide some free alternatives that you can install through the Google Play Store. I'm just going to use the generic one that comes installed with this device, and it's called File Browser. I'm going to click that. I'm going to click Local Disk and then Download. By default on Android, all of the downloads that you process are placed into this folder here. I'm going to enter that by clicking it, and you will see that we do have the files that we downloaded in the previous step. We have one that we downloaded through the link that we clicked, and then we have one that we downloaded by typing in the direct shortcut. Now all we have to do is highlight one of these and click the OK button on the remote. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when we went into the section to turn on unknown sources, I told you that it would prompt us more than likely when we use this application to do that, and you'll see it's doing that right now. So I'm going to click Settings, and now I'm going to click Always. Move down and then click Allow from this source. So the Android system is prompting us to turn on unknown sources in this location since we didn't turn it on in the previous step when I showed you the security settings. I'm going to click the Escape button to go back, and now we have the install screen. Click Install, App Installed. I'm going to click Open, and you will see that the Streams for Us application has loaded properly. So as you can see, sideloading applications onto your Android device is very simple by just using a browser. Now you can always go back and delete the installation files that you use to install the application with, and I suggest doing that to free up space on your device.